Watch this. Did you see it pass?
JoJo's Science Show!
Hello, welcome to JoJo's Science Show. Today, we're going to do 10 awesome experiments that look like magic. But really, it's science. So, let's get started. I'm going to show you 2 experiments where you can tip over a glass of water without it spilling. Hopefully. For our first one, we've got ourselves a plate and a cup. Now, if we stick the plate on the cup and then tilt it this way and then let go of the plate, but not the cup. Whoa, it's not falling. Isn't this really cool? It's not spilling, even though I'm not holding the plate. See, my other hand is right here.
The atmospheric pressure is greater than the pressure inside the cup, and the difference in pressure creates suction. Therefore, the plate gets pushed up more than gravity pushes it down.
Voila! See, there's no lid on this jar, just a screen. Do you think we can turn this over without spilling the water? Let's see.
For this to work, I need the jar to be straight up and down. So I'm placing my hand on top to turn it over.
Whoa! See that? It's not spilling?
As we explained, when the plate was on the glass, air pressure keeps the water from falling.
Whoa, why isn't the water coming out?
But what keeps the water from spilling through the mesh? The answer is surface tension. Did you know that water forms a thin, skin-like layer where it meets the air? I'm going to teach you a big word, cohesion. Water molecules bond to each other through something called hydrogen bonding. This is what creates cohesion. This behaves like a film on the surface of the water. This film is formed between each tiny opening of the mesh. And here's proof that it's a mesh. If you tip the jar, air rushes in and it breaks the seal.
A magnet can sometimes look like magic. Let me show you what I mean. This is a very strong magnet, and this copper is not ferromagnetic. See how it doesn't stick? Did you see how it levitates down the pipe?
This is because of eddy currents. An eddy current is a current that moves in a circular pattern. Do you see how the falling magnet causes Eli the electron to move in a circular pattern? The moving electrons create a magnetic field that slows down the falling magnet. Eli doesn't really want to move, so that's why he resists the falling magnet.
Let's see what happens if we drop this magnet on this copper plate. Do you see how it falls slow and it hardly makes a noise? Do you see how it kind of hovers down? And I can feel it stopping me when I try to pull up the magnet a little bit.
Did you know they use eddy currents to slow down roller coasters and trains?
Would you like to see a magnetic field? Well, I've got just the thing. This is a Lugani magnetic viewing film. Do you see the magnetic field? Watch this. Did you see it pass? Whoa, did you see it pass the film? That was really cool. We're going to build an invisibility cloak. You heard that right, an invisibility cloak, also called the Rochester cloak. When you cloak something, you make it invisible. I already have the experiment set up here, so let's get to it. You'll need 6 lenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look, I made my eye disappear. John Cena, you should try this.
You can't see me.
The lenses take the light from the background and then it carries it around the object into your eyes, so all you see is the background but not the object. And your brain thinks it's disappeared because your brain expects the light to travel in a straight line. We added lines in the background so you could see this effect more clearly. We got objects to disappear by placing them behind the second or third set of lenses. John Cena, now we really can't see you.
Why did the Invisible Man quit his job? He couldn't see himself doing it.
I'm gonna press this balloon on these tacks. What do you think will happen?
Awesome. Not popping. Woo! Not popping. This is a magic balloon.
When I press the balloon down on many tacks, the force is spread over a greater area. This causes the pressure to be lower, and the pressure is not high enough to pop the balloon. When I press the balloon on one tack, then the pressure is greater in one point. That's why it pops!
Okay, I guess it's not a magic balloon.
Why is my tongue sticking out?
Ta-da! 1 and a 2 and a 3! Isn't science fun? This is Newton's first law of motion.
An object at rest wants to stay at rest, while a moving object wants to keep moving in a straight line, unless something else acts on it, of course.
And the cup wants to remain at rest, so it stays there, but the cloth moves away. Science! This next experiment is called a appearing coin. You'll need a bowl, a coin, and some water. As we can see, more like can't see, this coin is in the bowl and you can't see it. But when we pour water in the bowl, prepare to be amazed. Before I poured the water, you couldn't see the coin. When I poured the water in, the coin appeared. That's because water bends light. When the light bends, it allows your eyes to see into the bowl. We can't see the coin because the side of the bowl is blocking the light from reaching our eyes. But when there's water, it bends the light so that we can see the coin. This is called refraction. This experiment is called the switching arrow. How funny do I look? For this experiment, you'll need a bottle filled with water, a marker, and a piece of paper. This is a fun trick to play on your friends. Prepare to be amazed again. Can you wait? Maybe some of you can't wait. So you just draw an arrow. First, draw an arrow on your paper. Which way is the arrow pointing? Are you sure? Whoa! So what makes the arrow switch? The bottle is in the middle. The water in the bottle bends the light. It acts like a convex lens or a magnifying glass. Where the light crosses is called the focal point. Because the arrow is behind the focal point, it gets reversed as the light travels to our eyes. Look! I have 2 left hands. Wait, that's impossible. I have a really fun alloy that can do something amazing. This alloy is called nitinol. You could say it looks like magic, but it really isn't. It's science. Look at this. Doesn't it look like a paperclip? When you mix 2 metals together, you get an alloy. Alloys can have unique properties, and they can be very interesting, as you will see. It's a mixture of nickel and titanium. It forms a shape memory material. Say that 3 times fast. I'm going to show you why it's called shape memory. Right now, this nitinol is shaped like a paperclip. I'm going to bend it so you can make it any shape you want. This looks like a 10, doesn't it? You need an adult to help you because it's like hot water. It can burn your fingers. Now we're going to drop this paper clip in the water and let's see what happens. Oh! Whoa, that changed really fast. Let's try this again.
Whoa, that was way too fast. So we used the blow dryer to heat up the nitinol slowly. That's really awesome.
So why is this? The atoms bonded to each other and the nitinol take on two different structures. One is more stable than the other. When we bend it, we change the crystal structure. When we heat it, the atoms vibrate a little. I'm dizzy. And it goes back to the more stable, original state. We have a resurrection plant.
Look how dry this plant is. Do you think we can bring it back to life?
This is an ancient evergreen plant that will spring back to life in less than a day. To bring your resurrection plant back to life, just add water. This is an example of how plants can adapt to really harsh environments. Thanks for watching JoJo's Science Show. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to my channel so you can become a kid scientist too. And you can also see all my fun videos whenever you like. And hit the bell so you'll receive notifications whenever I post a new fun video. And remember kids, science is fun!